Hi friends and welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan Abair and this is where I share my insights. And today I'm talking about how to make life work for you. And I'll be going into the principles of becoming magnanimous, which is related to the word magnetic or attractive. And it's a lot easier than you think. Stick around. I don't know if you've ever played with one of those horseshoe type magnets. They were painted red and they had two exposed ends, and you could drag the magnet over a box of sand and the iron filings would just pile up on that magnet. And this, of course, is related to the law of attraction, which a lot of us don't quite understand. So I'm going to speak to you in human terms, because attraction we often mistaken for physical attraction. And physical attraction doesn't necessarily take care of all of it. What I'm talking about is an intrinsic quality that's hard to explain to people. But that magnet has a property in it, which I don't quite understand, but certain metals have these attractive qualities. Now, if I took another kind of non-magnetic metal, like say nickel, and I shaped it into one of those horseshoes and I painted it red, it would look like the magnet. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference until you drug it over the sand and realize that nothing sticks to it. And this is not the best way of describing the law of attraction, because nothing sticks to you either. Fundamentally, the true nature of life is begotten. It comes of you. So we think the law of attraction is that things come to us, things and goodies. And while that's true, we have to understand the principles that kick that into gear. So the word that comes to mind here is magnanimous or magnanimity. And magnus means great, and animus, which is the root of that word, magnus in Latin means great, and animus means soul. So, one has a great soul. And so if you want to know what being rich in spirit is, I have another video about that. And some people are poor in spirit. They don't have that charged up sense about them. They don't have a great soul. Well, somebody who's magnanimous is welcoming. They have, oh, come in. I used to have a lot of my relatives. I grew up in South Louisiana where the door was always open and there was always a pot of something on the stove. There was always a cake in the fridge. There was always something to eat. It was always, come in. You're always welcome. So these kinds of people that have magnanimous souls, great souls, or magnanimous personalities, they're always welcoming people. They're embracing whatever company comes in the door, whoever knocks on the door. Sure, come on in and have a cup of coffee. And so that charges up your magnet. Now, why are those people like that? Are they full of money? Do they have extrinsic qualities? No. A lot of my relatives were, I wouldn't consider them attractive people. My grandmother, she was a big lady. I wouldn't say that she was very pretty, but her soul was magnanimous. She was pretty. She was attractive. You just wanted to spend time with her. Yes, come on in. I'll make you a cake. I'll cook you something. Come sit here with me and let me be with you. So the word welcoming comes to mind when I'm describing somebody with a magnanimous personality. A lot of us believe that the magnetic filings, the stuff that sticks to us, our possessions, our money, that these outward signs are what make us successful. But success is in that intrinsic quality of being welcoming, open, beautiful, funny. Come. And magnanimity is you welcome everything that comes. Bad weather, some bills, bad news at the doctor's office, a delay in your plans. One of the first things that happened to me when I retired is lightning struck my house and caused tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage. And it ate a huge hole in my savings. And I had to welcome it. I welcomed the insurance company. I welcomed the electrician that had to come and redo all the wiring, new AC. Welcome. Well, I didn't resist it. And that's the secret. Magnanimity. A great soul. Well, how do you get there? Well, here we go again. I've talked about this before, but it starts with giving. What do you give? You give yourself. You must give yourself. To every moment, we give. We give thanks. We give a damn. We give our attention. We give our ear. We give way. We yield. We give the time of day to the stranger. You don't need to give away your possessions if you so desire. That's up to you. But you have to understand that to make an impression on the world, you must give your soul. You must be a complete entity that overflows. So in a magnanimous person, they just overflow. And it doesn't matter what they have. You can have that too. I'm going to have my cake. Come on. But I get to select in a way how much I give. I get to select what I give. But it always starts with just the spirit. That's it. A magnanimous person may be generous with their treasures, but they don't have to be. So those of us who were perhaps formerly impoverished, we look like magnets. We look like the iron filings stuck to us. Lots of people have lots of iron filings, but they don't understand the stickiness of attractiveness. They're surrounded by opulence, but they themselves they are not opulent spirits. They're stingy spirits, afraid of losing it all, afraid of welcoming everything, and caring for the very foundation of who they are as beings. They have all this stuff, big homes, big, beautiful homes, but their bodies are falling apart. Their spirits are lacking. They're dim on the inside. They're not really attracting all this stuff. They're going after it. See, there are three important principles to making life work for you. Number one, inhibition, prohibition, and exhibition. You're going to go through a transformation internally. The first is going to be you're going to get rid of your inhibition. Now, the word inhibition, in meaning in, inhibition coming from the root habere, which means to hold. An inhibited person is holding in. It's called suppression or repression. So the flow of life is like, everything's coming at me. I'm a victim of it. And it's this feeling that life flows that way. So you're inhibited. You're being attacked. That's the illusion of the ego. Then there's prohibition. Pro meaning out. And habere meaning out there. So in this kind of way, The carrot is dangling in front of the person. You're prohibited. Remember the prohibition? Everything was in secret. You had to go steal everything. So that's what you think. You're inhibited, so you got to go steal it. It's lack. It's a feeling of lack. But it's the carrot dangling in front of the donkey. And the donkey is a slave to his own ignorance and keeps trying to get to the carrot, trying to get to the carrot, trying to get to the carrot. And that's how you live. That's how you struggle. You're prohibited. You're keeping it from yourself. And then there's exhibition. This is when you begin to realize who you are and that you are an expression of the divine flow. There's a greeting, namaskar or namaste. I salute or honor the divinity in you. That's what a magnanimous soul is. It understands the divine principle of flow, which is from the epicenter of love outward, that you are a complete whole creature with an abundant cup that can give inexhaustibly. And you realize what abundance is: the abundance of attention, the abundance of patience, the abundance of you can give your ear, you can give your time, you can give your attention, you can give a friend a call, you can give a damn, you can all of it. I've said all this before. But as a reversal in the perception of how life flows from you. All things come of thee, it says in Chronicles. And that's you. They come of you, not from you, of you. It's a begotten thing. So the flow of life is radiating like a rosebud. It's invaginated and it comes out. So you exhibit, you expose, you become. Then life starts to work because it's a flow of inner energy and enthusiasm and glowing just for being you, the very epicenter of it all. The point of singularity, a divine principle of flow. You don't do anything. Once you discover that, you just welcome. My friend Adam, he's so funny. When somebody cuts him off into traffic, he says, "Welcome to my lane. There is lots of room. I will slow down for you. Welcome to my lane. Welcome to my home." In many ways, I am inviting the world into my home. This behind me is my home. This is my home right here. My intimate home is my face and my body. I'm exposing myself. Willingly. Demonstrating magnanimity. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to go around saying, "Oh, don't look at me." Attractiveness is an intrinsic quality anyway. Some of the most attractive physical people have a hard time attracting things into their life because they lack the light and the charge and the magnanimity inside. Those of us without very many attractive features on the outside make up for it in different ways with our minds, our personalities. So you realize that beauty, true beauty and attractiveness and magnanimity and magnetism are birthed from within, and everything is of you. This inexhaustible divine flow which happens to be from within to without. I'm not lacking. I'm not impoverished. I'm magnanimous. And that's how you make life work. That's the flow. You just think, a lot of us think, "Oh man, this is coming towards me, so I have to be very defensive." Stop doing this and open up your arms and welcome it. Welcome your bills. Thank you, bills. Thank you, the next thing, and thank you the next thing, and thank you the next thing. It's confusing at first. It feels, oh, this is weird. To welcome this new situation, to welcome being single, to welcome being sick, to welcome being unsure, to welcome being not knowing, to welcome reality as it is, as it unfolds, and you notice it, and then you realize it is just radiating from within you. Like the heartbeat is radiating from within you and the breath is radiating from within you. So I salute, namaste, I salute the divinity in you. No matter how you treat me, I welcome you. And that's magnanimity. And that's how you make life work. You realize it is working through you, the conduit, the invisible, non-cluttered. Open your arms and welcome everything, because everything is emanating from the love that you are. That emanation of love is preceding everything you see as a circumstance. So it's not really magnetic, if you know what I mean. You're not picking up iron filings. That's coming out through you, and it's exposed, and it looks like things attracted. As as Louise Hay says, the parking lots and the parking spaces and the green lights. Those are just goodies. If you get parking spaces and green lights and income, and great. That comes from your magnetic soul, your magnus animus. Your enthusiasm, entheo, in God. This just alive, charged, joyful, excited to be who you are from the inside out. And that's how you make life work. It is working. There's a perception that it's all coming to you, but it's not. That's the illusion of the ego. I hope you enjoyed these insights. I hope they're helpful. And I salute the divinity in you. Namaskar or namaste. And I welcome you. Hope you enjoyed these insights. My name is Ryan Hebert. If you did, please check out my blog, mymorningmotivator.com, and we'll see you next time.